Hey there, Griever Gang. Welcome back to Griever Productions. I'm here once again with Erik, and we're going to be doing a double feature here. Now, there's just a reason for this. So, first of all, I need to catch up on some Erik stuff. I need to catch up on some of Dan's stuff. Actually, there's a lot of artists that I need to catch up on, especially after being sick, being off for a little bit of time. It took time that I already didn't have. So I really want to do a double feature with this one. Now, I'm going to do these two particular songs. Now, Rainbow in the Dark, the reason that I want to have a listen to this is because I love this song. I love Ronnie James Dio. Huge influence. In fact, I did an entire masterclass video revolving around Dio and the insanity that is his voice. You know, he very much pioneered that sort of vocal style for the heavy metal guys around the time. And also, this one was a 3-year ago video. And the other, Whiter Shade of Pale, was literally released yesterday as of recording this. And I want to see how things have progressed from Erik doing songs 3 years ago to how he's doing them now. Whether it be musically, visually, vocally, stylistically, all of that sort of stuff. I really want to kind of have a look at them and pull them both apart for that reason. Because we know that Erik can sing insanely well. The voice on that man is incredible. There's no denying that. So it's interesting to me to go over, and this is something that I actually get a lot of my students to do as well, is to record what they're doing at particular points in time and then go back to it later. So what I will usually do, if the students start the song, they've had a week of practice with it, I get them to record it. And then after that, about a month after that, I get them to record it again. And then we gauge the improvement between point A and point B. I think it's incredibly important for their development. And while it's not the same song, we can get the gist of vocally what has changed and all of that. So before we begin, please do leave a like on the video. Really does help. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you like the channel, we have a Patreon as well, but more on that at the end if you like what we do. So without any further ado, let's get into, well, first of all, Erik singing Rainbow in the Dark. God, I love this song. Wow. That same open... Fantastic. Wow. Here's the thing that I love, is that what we can hear here is that there is a lot of influence in Erik's voice and the approach that Erik is taking that is given from the original of Dio's version. So that's not a bad thing. I said it like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. There's inspiration whilst it's still incredibly different. It is still unapologetically Erik singing this song. And it's so well done. But he is maintaining, and this is why Dio was such a pioneer in what he did, especially for the time that he was doing it, because nobody else was really... I mean, there were a few other people that were kind of doing this sort of style of music, but he was the one that really mastered it first, at least in my eyes, with that very back of the throat open sound, like that whole section there. When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. That kind of opens, how do I explain this? That open sort of canal at the back of the throat there, it's always pulled up. So the way that it kind of gets described, or the way that it was described to me, and the easiest way that I understood what this was the way that the way that we think about the interior of the mouth when we sing, you've got the hard palate, which is the part of it's the roof of your mouth that's just behind the teeth. And then you've got the soft palate, which is the further back. So if you run your tongue from behind your teeth and run it back towards the back of your throat, obviously not too much because you'll gag, for those who have that gag reflex, you'll start to feel this kind of spongy sort of space there. What Dio was able to do, and Erik is showing that he can absolutely do that here too, is you can kind of, the way that I do it is it's a lot to do with breathing. You can kind of pull that soft palate up. A lot of people say that it is just a natural reaction when you're breathing, but there is a level of manipulation that you can do with it. Not a huge amount, because again, a large part of it moving up is to do with that breathing. But when you breathe in, you start to think of it as you're aiming the breath to that spot inside the mouth, you'll feel that soft palate come up. A lot of that singing is actually just imagery and kind of imagining what you're doing, and then it kind of falls naturally into place. But the point that I'm getting to is that the way that Dio always did this is with that very open sort of tone, and Erik is doing an incredible job of replicating that same thing, and I don't believe that it is being replicated because he's trying to copy Dio. I think it's because, to be completely honest, with this song, it is a necessity to be that open in order to hit those notes as cleanly as what they're doing here. It is really, really brilliant. And this is an absolute masterclass on taking that technique and reworking it. Even if Erik doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't consciously know what he is doing, because he has mentioned that he doesn't consciously know what he's doing at different points in videos. Even when he reacted to my reaction of him, he explained he doesn't actually know what's happening, but it is intriguing to hear, to know that, because that takes this to another level. He's hearing it and replicating it without even knowing that fundamental thing, but he's also doing it in a way that's safe, which is incredible because you don't see that often. It's so cool. I'll nerd out about Erik all the time. Oh, and that's another thing too. The musculature here. I'll talk about it soon. Do they ever let you go? When you try, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know? No! Yep, same vowels. You're an image caught in time. We're alive. You and I, we watch without a rhyme. Brilliant. That's so good. That's so good. So what I was mentioning is you could see that there was a lot of tension in this kind of from the chest down, right? So what a lot of that is singers muscling up the voice, which depending on how it's done can be detrimental, and it can be positive. In this case, it's clearly positive because it doesn't sound like there's any strain going on there, which is always a good sign. But what a lot of people kind of don't understand is with these sorts of songs, there's so much effort that's happening in this kind of core section that you can't help but to kind of jutter a little bit like that every now and then, because actually, here's the thing. What you're going to hear a lot of the time when it comes to singing is the phrase, and I hate this phrase, and there's a very good reason for it, use your diaphragm. I hate it. The diaphragm, when you're breathing, has one purpose. Just one. And that is to pull your lungs down to let the air in. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything on the way out. It absolutely does not do anything on the way out. To put it more specifically, the diaphragm muscle will contract when you're breathing in and pull the lungs down, allowing that breath in. When it releases and we breathe out, it's actually more of a case of the lungs having enough pressure in them that it pushes the air out naturally. The diaphragm aids in that a little bit, but the phrase "use your diaphragm when you sing" is deceptive, because when it comes to that core pressure, that's not what you're doing. You're not doing anything with the diaphragm. You're using your abs. It's basically, so ladies who have given birth will know this feeling of kind of bearing down. Men, the only way that I can kind of describe it, and it is graphic, is when you're on the toilet doing your number twosies. I don't know why I said it like that. I'll never say it like that again. But it is very much a case of that engages, and that's where the power comes from. And that's what the difference between this current speaking voice is and what this current speaking voice is. It's not as full, it's not as loud. And it's mostly, actually, almost entirely, because I now have the core pressure on. You can hear that fluctuation in the volume. And that is a large part of the power that is coming from the voice, especially in Erik's case here. That's what all of that musculature was doing. And he does it so incredibly well. I'm having issues with my computer at the moment, and it's really bothering me. There we go. Oh, yeah. I love how he gets into it. That's an awesome solo. So good. Okay. I wasn't sure if Erik was going to go up there. So good. God, he does a good job of that. There are not many people that I would have the faith to go, all right, this song will work for you. But absolutely it does for him. Oh my God. I'd actually love of Dio's stuff. I was just thinking about this the other day, actually. I would love to hear Erik do, what's that song that Rainbow do? Stargazer. I think he would absolutely nail that. It is not an easy song, and I imagine if this video gets traction and people start saying to him that I've recommended Stargazer, he's probably gonna hate me. So probably don't do that because it is not easy. It is a very, very powerful song, and it is so good. But I reckon Erik could absolutely just destroy it, like in the best way possible. Like absolutely, just do it so much justice. And here's the thing too, that song is incredible. It is incredibly written. It is incredibly well sung. And it was very clear from that version that Erik wanted to pay homage to it. It was very much a, let's record this in my studio type thing. Again, as we said at the beginning, that was 3 years ago. And now we're going to go into a whiter shade of pale, which was released yesterday as of recording this. So I am so keen to hear how this goes. Yeah, let's just get into it. Production value's definitely gone up. Oh, that piano.
We skipped the light fandango.
Wow.
Turned cartwheels across the floor. God. I was feeling kinda seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought the tray, and so it was that later,
Fantastic.
as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale.
Beautiful. I'm just going to pause it there just for a moment. The big thing that I really want to point out, and I'm sure you don't actually need me to point it out, but hey, if I don't say something, then what am I doing? Then what am I even doing here? The difference, obviously, between the two songs is night and day. We've got Rainbow in the Dark, which was kept very much to the original, is very much a heavy metal classic in what was being done. This is obviously more along that kind of dark brooding line that has, and it's been changed up, that Erik has been doing as of late, and God, it's so good. It suits him so much, and I love because it doesn't it doesn't happen often that he can do both, that he can go and absolutely rip it with a song like Rainbow in the Dark, and then a song like this, he'll bring it back. He'll be so gentle with it. He will be so beautiful with it. He'll show the beauty of it, of what he's singing, why he's singing it, the story that's being told, or the story that he wants to get across with, especially with the changes in the music itself. And it's just wonderful. It's just incredible what this man can do.
She said the real one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might have just as well have been closed. And so it was that later.
No, go back. Oh, that harmony got me. As the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. God. Oh man. Oh man, where do we go? Where do we? What do we say? What do we do? How do we pull apart that? To be honest, that one's a hard one because not only was he able to do both songs incredibly well, you know, again a heavy metal classic mixed with this kind of much more. Oh, pardon me, man. It's been 8 weeks. I've been sick for 8 weeks, and this cough just will not go. He's able to pull all of that back and come out with something that is this incredibly beautiful as well. And that is, to be completely honest, one of the most exciting things that I think actually. Do I say this? I think I do say this. Genuinely, when it comes to the voices and everybody that's come through this channel, Erik continually surprises me. Because no matter what he's releasing, he's thought about it, he's changed it up, he's done so much of that groundwork that is required to make a song suit him, yet he's still able to be that dynamic. Like, there was so much beauty in the choices he was making, whether he was going into that high chest voice or whether he was, you know, going into his mixed voice or falsetto there. It's truly something else. Genuinely, I think Erik is one of, well, actually, you know what? I think he's my favorite vocalist so far to come through the channel. And the reason, and this isn't just because I want to interview him. This is not just because of that. This is a genuine statement. Although, if it does help to get him on the show, then why not? But it's genuinely not for that reason at all. It's that I have laughed, I have felt moved, I have felt like a call to arms when I've heard him sing, and it's even brought me to tears, his voice. I can't think of another vocalist on this channel, genuinely, that has had that same effect on me. I don't want people to think that I'm saying that, you know, other vocalists that have come through here aren't good. That's not even remotely what I am saying. But I think my personal favorite to come through here has been Erik's voice for that reason. And it's because of a storytelling reason more than it is anything else. The man has seen so much. He has been through so much. He can do so much. And good Lord, can he do it well. Anyway, look, that's all I have for this one. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like a favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to go over to Patreon and support us for as little as $3 Australian per month. By doing so, you'll join the list of wonderful people here. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go over there and have a look. Link to both the Patreon and the gaming channel in the description below.